Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba, does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer.
Oh! Hutchins! Double order! Again, comes down to fundamentals. Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win.
Yes! Trip to the Sweet 16. Kaner's got it. Rises up. The shot. And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The flipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What is going on, guys? We are back. Sounds like it's kind of a rough day. Well, potentially could be rough. Sounds like we all are very reliant on this USC and Arizona game. At least I am. I need both of them to hit for Green Day. How about you guys?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm sitting at 6 and 7 with USC and Arizona. So got USC on the money line and Arizona catching 1. So we'll see how this plays out. But it could be my first losing night in 9 days. So it's got to come to an end at some point. But glad I'm not losing tomorrow because there's going to be a lot more bets.
Yeah, tomorrow's slate is fucking awesome.
Elliot, how you doing?
Not too bad. I'm finally in a state where I can bet again, so I'm rolling with the Iowa State Arizona over 151.5, and that's what I've got. So that'll make or break my night. That's all I got.
And for everyone in the chat, you might know this person. We got Crutch Betts here tonight. Let's shout out Crutch Betts. Been in the chat. He's been a writer. What's up, Crutch?
What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Not too bad. Can always be worse, I suppose. Can always be worse.
I only had one bet today. I hit Corpus Christi, so would have liked them to win outright, but they covered with ease.
They should have had that game.
That was my favorite bet of the day. Yeah, they definitely should have. They played their hearts out, though. So
Absolutely. Should we just hop right into it, or?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, chat's bumping. LSU's in here. We got Caps in here. Troy's in here. Wags, Helms. Let's go. What's going on, guys? I guess we will just start it off. Big St. John's head to Georgetown. Georgetown's over under 140. These two just played at MSG. It was a 5-point game. Is Georgetown going to bounce back after the buzzsaw that was Providence on Saturday?
I don't know. I kind of want to take St. John's, but I haven't bet this one yet. It does scare me that I don't know, Georgetown can get up for this game, but at some point St. John's cannot cover these games, and they've been covering. They've won 6 straight, so sounds like you're leading towards Georgetown, Stooley.
I think so. I mean, they were never going to win that game. They were never going to win that game in Providence. That was like that was their national championship. They had that circled. They almost got St. John's. They need a win bad now. They've really been slumping. What have they lost? 5 of the last 6 they lost, but they played Marquette, UConn, St. John's, DePaul, but that was also without Sorber and Epps, so I'll cut them a little bit of slack, but still should have lost that game at home. The Miracle comeback against Nova, and then the Providence game. So they're in dire need of a game. I think they can get it against St. John's. They just played them tough. Is Davion Smith still out for they didn't play last game, so he might still be out. Peavy's been really good. Epps has been really good. Sorber's been Sorber. I think they can get them. What I don't like is this is at the Wizards arena. Like, this isn't on I guess there's really no home court advantage for them at home, but still, regardless of where it's at, I think Georgetown really needs this game. I think they can bang down low with the Edge-4 or whatever the hell his name is, Edge-4 with Sorber. Like I said, Peavy's been really good. He's clutch. He's coming up making big shots. I think Georgetown's live to win this game. I'm probably going to bet the 4.5. It's just the line kind of feels telling. I mean, they need to bounce back, especially after they just got walloped in Providence.
Yeah, I think this line's probably 2 points short, if you ask me. St. John's is obviously playing really well. They just ripped off a bunch of wins in a row. Like you said, they're not going to go, win through this. And with Providence and Marquette on deck for St. John's, I could definitely see this as a sleepy spot in Georgetown against a team that's struggling. I don't think I'll bet it just because the whole Sorber and Epps thing, like nobody knows whether they're going to play or not. They're in, they're out, they're in, they're out. So I would lean Georgetown. No way I get there though.
Yeah, if Ejiofor was still on Kansas instead of Dickinson, Kansas would be a hell of a lot better team.
I'm so sick of talking like
my
that.
hot take of the night.
Those fucking guys.
But no, I'm on Georgetown here. As Troy pointed out in the chat, they kept it close with St. John's. They're up there, and they were 3 for 14 from three. I would like to think that both Epps and Sorber will be playing. I will just probably not bet this until tomorrow just to confirm that nothing goes on, and maybe we can get Clark in here and give us a little update on that. But I will be on Georgetown plus the 4.5. I think it's a good spot for them at home. Bounce back. St. John's played with their food the last couple of games. Got lucky to pull out that win at home against Xavier. So I think their luck's going to run out here, and they'll. I think Georgetown will win on the money line, but you're giving me 4.5 points. I'll take it.
Yeah, Georgetown's not winning this game. I'll take St. John's.
That's a battle, fucker.
Well, if I find out if we're betting tomorrow or not, got to see if Stooley's betting it tomorrow.
I'll bet it right now. It's battle.
Yeah, at this rate, I gotta wait and see what the line does, because if I get 3 points of CLV, I know it's fucking cooked, and I'm not gonna touch it. I hate getting CLV. I want to bet this at 4.5 and it closes at 7.5. That's what I ideally want.
This guy says, "Let's battle, fucker." He'll hide for 4 days after a battle. So
hey,
he had shit going on.
I wasn't hiding. I was hiding in the land of the whites. You could have found me.
Somewhere up in the mountaintops.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Georgetown for me. I'm probably gonna play this if this sits around where it is. If it moves to Georgetown plus 2.5, I'm out. I want no part of it. Kentucky heads to Tennessee. I kind of think this is a Tennessee smash spot. Off loss. They played Auburn really tough. Kentucky's just they've been slumping. No Carr potentially. Lamont Butler's out, I believe, already ruled out for tomorrow. Let me confirm Butler.
Yeah, he's out.
He is out. Yeah, so that's already out. So that's going to be baked into this line already. It's not gonna. You're not going to get any news yesterday and it move. Well, I would say too much, but I think Tennessee comes back. I mean, we saw what they did off a loss. They came home. Tennessee's been slumping. Carr's, I believe, out also for a couple weeks. I think this line's big, and they just want you to take Kentucky points because no way Kentucky loses 3 games in a row, right? I don't believe so. I think Tennessee. I think that defense grinds them down, and this is more towards a Tennessee total than a Kentucky total, in my opinion. It kind of feels like they're gonna keep them held down a little bit, and Tennessee's not gonna have an issue scoring. I don't think Kentucky's defense is anywhere near what Auburn has, especially at home. That defense that Kentucky has, I don't think is going to travel, which isn't much of a defense. So I like Tennessee here to roll them by double digits.
Last time I was scared of laying Tennessee, and I took Mississippi State at home. I thought the line was a little too big, and Tennessee freaking just stomped them. Ended up almost giving it up at the end, but they controlled that game by 15 to 20. I don't want to make the same mistake here. I'll lay it with Tennessee, but not sure if I'll bet it or not. It's kind of a big number, especially with Kentucky. They could just hit a couple threes down the stretch and get about 6 to 9 points of just trash time and get it within the double digits. But we'll see.
Elliot, you love pain and misery bringing up Mississippi State because I was on Tennessee and laid that big number, and I think they won by 15 or 16. I'll battle you guys on this one. Give me the chalk in Kentucky They're gonna come out just as strong. I know that home court, the over under is definitely telling about how this could go with Tennessee's pace. But come on, let's get out of this slump and at least cover that number.
Did you take Kentucky against Vandy too?
What?
Who'd you have, Kentucky or Vandy?
I had Kentucky.
No chance they lose 3 in a row, right? I guess you can't argue that because 10 points is a lot. They can lose and still cover, but I think they're slumping personally. They don't look too hot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I would, if I had to bet it, I would take Tennessee.
They don't look too hot. They lost by 5 against Alabama, and then winning on the road is pretty tough.
Their defense is what kills them. Tennessee can play defense. So you're laying it too, Crutch?
Yeah, I'd lay it. That Tennessee team's legit.
Yeah, I think they're kind of – they had times have those same offensive woes that they have had. I mean, Lanier needs to get going. I mean, if he can get going, they would have no problem covering this number. I think it all kind of comes down to him, what he's able to do. I mean, they should have beat Auburn. I wish they would have beat Auburn. I would have took Kentucky in this one, but I think close loss. I think they come home and bounce back in a big way. South Carolina has the Georgia. Georgia's only 7.5.
I will lay this number. I think South Carolina sucks. Georgia needs a get right spot to come back and blow some breaks off of teams. So I will take this. I think this is a good get right game against South Carolina. I know South Carolina is 0-7 in SEC play. They've been gritty for these games, but Georgia's lost 4, and then you're coming home. They got to get this one. So yeah, I'll lay it with Georgia.
Yep, I'm with you, Huffer, on this one. I'm going to lay it with Georgia. I will bet this. They've gone on the road. The only team they beat on the road this year was Boston College. Respectable loss against Vanderbilt, but other than that, they've been blown out by 16 with your Indiana boys. Huff lost by Mississippi State by 35, and then Oklahoma by 20 on the road. So not a very good road team. So I like Georgia in this spot, especially Georgia off of 4 straight losses, coming back home. 3 of the 4 losses were away as well. So I will lay it with Georgia, and I will lock this up.
Yeah, 100%. Georgia, nothing for me. South Carolina's had a couple max effort games in a row and have come up just short. And I think it's time they finally just kind of roll over in one, and Georgia beats the shit out of them.
Yep, I'm with you. It looks like a quad lock here in Georgia. I mean, on the road, they're not good. They did go to on the road to play Vandy, but that was also Vandy had Tennessee on deck, so they were looking a little ahead. Still found a way to lose that game. I mean, at Ole Miss lost by 35. The Vandy game was 3 points. Oklahoma beat them by 20. They did beat Boston College, but Indiana beat them by 16 too. And we know Indiana's, no offense off, not a good team. So the fact that they're losing these games, if there's no look ahead for Georgia here, Alabama on deck on Saturday, that could cause a little bit of an issue.
They've lost 4 in a row. They're not looking ahead.
This is true. This is a good point. Yep, Georgia. Don't overthink it. They're gonna start feeling pretty good after this one, and then probably go to Alabama and just get waxed. So,
yeah, I think it's a tough stretch for South Carolina here. Away at Georgia, and they get A&M at home. Then they got to go to Kentucky, and I think they get their first league win, the 12th, when they get Ole Miss at home.
Ooh, all right. That'd be a big win.
A big win to go 1-10 in conference play.
Still beating Chris Beard. I mean, I guess it's still at home, but still.
They've been getting up for the home spots.
Wags like South Carolina. Juice is on the dogs too. What do we got? Cox down from Helms. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Towson. Yeah. Fuck Northeastern. Those fuckers.
Yeah. Northeastern fucked me.
Yeah. Same.
They're bad this year.
Wake Forest heads to – yeah, I mean, they played tough at Towson. They both made 11 threes. I was like, all right, you're at home. You need a win. They're favored for a reason, right? Nope.
Yeah.
They trailed from the get-go, I believe. Next, Wake Forest is at Louisville. Louisville's laying 7.5. Louisville is ranked now. They are 25.
They've been ranked. They were ranked last. I think they were ranked last week too.
Were they? They've been winning though, and maybe I'm wrong.
They were ranked last week.
Were they?
I promise.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll trust you. I don't remember them being ranked, but I also wasn't looking at numbers.
Is Blue gonna play?
Who?
Omaha Blue.
Omaha Blue?
Blue.
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 What are you talking about? What the fuck is Blue?
For Wake Forest.
I've never heard that name in my life. What?
He's a game time decision.
Blue.
Yeah, he's their big time forward.
He's
Got hurt early, and he's just now coming back.
Well, he didn't play against.
Yeah, that would explain why I didn't hear his name. I was like, we just looked at Wake Forest twice last week. How have I never heard of this fucking guy?
How do you not come back for Duke? So is what my thought is. Come back against.
Yeah, this is a weird one for me because Louisville's been hot as hell. They're beating everybody, scoring a ton of points. Now they get Wake Forest coming off the UNC Duke doubleheader there. So you got to imagine Wake's probably pretty spent, which would make me like Louisville. But how do you not like Louisville when they're smashing everybody?
Yeah. KenPom does have this 10. Louisville's got Georgia Tech on deck, so not a big deal here. Wake Forest is hitting the road. They did get Duke and UNC at home. Now they're going to hit the road. The young center's
give me Wake Forest.
Jumping. Yeah. Can see it.
Give me Wake. They might be getting hot. They might be figuring some stuff out.
They did play Duke pretty well.
Yeah, but Crutch, you do got a good point on those two max effort games against North Carolina and Duke. I don't know. I'll lay it with Louisville, but I'm just sick. I'm sick of freaking losing. I always bet against them, and they freaking cover.
Since conference play has started for Louisville, they lost to Duke in their first game, which whatever. And then in their wins, they've only been inside this number once, and it was at Pitt. Every other game has been a double-digit blowout win. Wake Forest isn't anything special. I think it has to be Wake Forest. Just the line's kind of telling on this one,
Yeah. I'm with you. It is weird. It is a weird number. Kind of feels like McNeese today a little bit. Granted, McNeese was on the road, but that's 7.5, 8 or whatever it was.
Give me the Demon Deeks.
I'm avoiding this game at all costs. I'll root for whoever the hell you guys lock in.
I might not bet it, but my pick will be Wake Forest with the points.
Sounds good.
I'll take Louisville, but I don't know if I'm betting this just because that number is weird. I think with that under, it also could say that Wake Forest doesn't score. I don't think Louisville's defense is any joke either. Wake's defense is how they stay in this game. Louisville's home crowd hopefully can propel them over that number.
Noah Waterman should be back too. I think he's missed the last 2 games for them.
This is Michigan, Penn State. Well, not as Penn State's feels like that tonight, but I don't know. I think Wake's, like you mentioned, kind of spent. I bet on Wake against North Carolina and Duke, so it was fruitful last week. Let's once I fade Louisville, they just win by like 15, like Elliot said. So
yeah, that's my problem. Is I've played against Louisville a couple times, and it's like, oh, we'll just hit 25 threes and
exactly.
Wake allows the most 334th in the country for 3 points attempted, and they're last in the conference for 3-point attempted versus 1 for Louisville. If Louisville's hitting threes, it could just be night for Wake pretty quick here.
Yeah, but I would have thought that line would be 10 then if Louisville's going to hit all their threes.
Yeah. What have Louisville's number lines been? Like, they've been like 9, 10, right?
Yeah, and they're just smoking everybody.
Yeah, they literally have not lost. and every game they played is close or not close.
Yeah, I mean, home against UVA was 15, 8.5. They caught 3.5 at Pitt, 3.5 Clemson, 5.5. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of about on par, maybe a little bit bigger than normal for like conference play for what they've been laying. So I guess this is now turned into like a buy high spot on Louisville. Just off the number. I mean, I know they've been smoking teams, but these numbers. What's that?
You mean
Or
sell
sell high, yeah. Well, you're still, if you want to play Louisville, you should buy them high. I guess it plays both ways. But yeah, I mean, just look, the rest of these numbers, only Virginia was in conference was more than 8.5. And that 8.5 number, they beat Cuse by 24. Yeah, I'll lean Louisville, but I think I'm just going to avoid this game. I think I'm just going to avoid it, watch it, and enjoy it, and be like, damn, glad I didn't play it, or mad I didn't just lay it with Louisville. We'll find out. Next, hang with me. Hang with me.
Seton Hall.
Providence just won their Super Bowl. Yeah, Seton Hall money line. Providence just won their Super Bowl. Now they're hitting the road and they're going to play a physical ass defense. Providence offense isn't good either. They just got hot because it
would be the most Kim English thing in the world to do, to get up, beat Ed Cooley, beat him up on Saturday, get that place rocking, and then go to Newark, New Jersey, and lay an absolute egg against a horrible Seton Hall team.
Yes,
give me Seton Hall outright. +4, whatever, don't matter, all over Seton Hall today.
This line's
betting this. I've actually already bet this.
This line's going to go up. I'll take Seton Hall as well. I think this line will go up though, even too. So I'm going to wait to bet this tomorrow morning. But everyone will want to take Providence. The Seton Hall team is horrible. This could be the last time I bet Seton Hall though if they don't cover this game. Last time I bet them, they got their break speed off. So that was a long time ago. I haven't touched Seton Hall in a while.
I've betting Seton
Hall. I will. I'll bet I'm on Seton Hall, but I don't know if I'm going to bet this because I'm boycotting this fuck Peacock bullshit. So if this wasn't on Peacock, I would definitely be betting this. But no, I'll probably end up betting Seton Hall. +4. I'll wait and see what the line is. Like you said, how far it could go up. Depending on how far it goes up, I might just hit the money line or get the points. We'll see.
Yeah, Seton Hall's winning this game. I don't really care what the number is.
Providence just does this. Dude, that place was lit, dude. That was hilarious. That was awesome to watch.
Great for college basketball, but they're gonna lay an egg tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they need to be hungover.
This is my favorite play that I came across today. I was looking a little bit prior, and I was like, "Yep." I didn't even have to look into too much. I'm like, this is just easy from Seton Hall. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to hurt.
I wrote this down on Saturday when Seton Hall got absolutely shit canned by Creighton and Providence blew out Georgetown. I texted a couple of my buddies and was like, "We're betting Seton Hall on Tuesday." Circle it now.
Yeah, it's up a half point, so it's already moving a little bit. I'll love to take 5 with Seton Hall at home. They're just gonna beat the shit out of them and make this game so fucking ugly. It's gonna be like 62-48. This is gonna be.
I love that it opened at 3.5 and it's already up. I love that. That's great.
I probably end up just putting like a unit on whatever the points gets to, like +5, +5.5, and then a whole other unit on the money line too.
I'm gonna probably put like a unit and a half, 2 units on Seton Hall, and then put a half on the money line. I'm going big on Seton Hall tomorrow. I'd love this spot for him. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to hurt to watch. It's going to be painful, but they'll find a way. Seton Hall will find a way. Some action. Toledo's heading to Ohio. Ohio's laying dose. KenPom's got this 5. And they're laying 2.
Give me Toledo. Ohio just had a big win against Kent State. Rivalry win, and now you get Toledo in letdown spot. I'll take Toledo with the points.
Got Miami, Ohio on the road on deck too.
Not Miami, Ohio is the look ahead.
They're second in the conference.
Oh, I know. Is Aiden Hadaway going to play for Ohio?
Good point. Let me do a quick Twitter search.
Because
He was on a scooter last game against Kansas State.
He
Oh,
was on a scooter last game. He ain't playing today.
no. Yeah, I see the picture right here. Yeah, he's not playing.
yeah, 2 home spots in a row. Yeah, I mean, I'll just pick Ohio. I'm not going to bet this. I'm not betting this one.
I haven't been really impressed with Toledo all season.
Their defense sucks.
They're not as good as they have been in the past. I think that their streak of regular season MAC is going to be done this year. But I will. I don't know. I'll give me Ohio -2 at home, but I'm not going to bet it.
If you want a little tuck job, Toledo lost at Kent State by 19. At home too. This line's kind of weird though. Is it just a little bit of Toledo respect from what they've done? I mean, Ohio's defense good. I mean, Toledo's defense is ass. It's pretty bad. They won't foul you, but they don't force turnovers. Free throws, Toledo's really good at, but I mean, shooting, they're not amazing. They've got height. Just beat Bowling Green on the road. They're hitting the road again. Ohio's off a big win.
It's not a big road spot.
At Ohio?
I'm not blaming this arena. I'm saying it's not a big travel spot.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like you're going from Kentucky to Ohio. I mean,
yeah. No, I mean, for conference, for standings wise, I mean, these are, I believe these both are 1 and 2. I could be wrong. Or is Akron 1? Where's this? Where's the conference?
Ohio's 5-2.
Ohio's 5-2.
Toledo's 5-2 as well.
Yep. So this is a big game.
It's a huge game. What's the total? I don't know why I like the total. I like the total under for some reason, but I think that's kind of gross.
I was just thinking that too.
Under on a 161.5. Ugh.
Yeah, it would be no fun, but I mean, both these teams could just focus, make a more focused effort on defense. I mean, this is a big game. I mean,
80-78 still does it.
Yeah, true. USC is so dead. My God.
Yeah, first losing night in 9 days coming, but Arizona. I'll be 6-8 with USC losing. So no matter what, Arizona happens. It had to come to an end.
Arizona looking good now. Crowd's lit.
Yeah, this game's gonna be great. This will be a 2-point game. This is gonna be a great game. I think. I'm not saying Arizona's gonna win, but this is a great game. Fucking Caleb Love quits jacking up shots.
Hey, my whole thing was Caleb Love's got to fucking drop it big. So keep shooting, buddy. You got to find the stroke eventually. I think I'll go Toledo in this one personally. I'm probably not going to bet this game. I can see both ways. I can see both teams having an avenue to getting a win here. I just don't really have anything one way or another. But gun to my head, I'll take the take the 2 points. But I'm gonna be watching this game. I'm not gonna bet it, but I'll write down Toledo.
I'm gonna take either Ohio or that under 160. I see 162.5 on that classic ESPN bet special. So I'll decide if I'm taking the under or the or Ohio. So we'll battle there, Trev.
Sounds good. Hasty, Mac, Juice. Who else we got in here? Dandy Dumb Shit's here. Let's go. What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys? Thanks for coming.
Huff, take it away.
Come on now. Come on now. They got to get this one done, right? Western Michigan? That's little brother coming to town. You just got your ass embarrassed against Northern Illinois, lose by 10 on the road after they were laying, I think, close to 9 points. Let's go Wildcats. My issue is they haven't played well at home outside of Bowling Green, at least in the conference. So the short spread is alarming, I think, but I mean, it's not like Ball State's going to get a ton of respect to lay tons of points just after losing to the worst team in the MAC. You're going to Worthen Arena. You're Western Michigan. You're 5-14. Come on, Ball State. You got to do a get right game. Let's go Cardinals. Let's go Cardinals. I might go to this game.
You should.
Yeah, I think I'm betting Ball State here. Sandwich spot for Western Michigan between the two other directional schools. They just played Central, and then they got Eastern on deck. So I think they care a lot more about those two than they do about Ball State. Ball State obviously off a bad loss. Like them to get right at home. So I'll probably end up betting Ball State today or tomorrow.
Yeah, they got the Fed play coming up too. They gotta go into wear a wire against in Western Michigan against Ypsilanti. So Eastern Michigan. It's a good call out on the sandwich spot. And yeah, come on, just got your brakes beat off by Northern Illinois. If you have any respect, Mike Lewis, or come on, get these guys rolling at home. Yeah. Defend the nest.
Yep. I'm on Ball State -4.5. I'm not going to overthink it. I think Western Michigan is just ass. Ball State already lost to another ass team. They're not going to drop the ball twice in a row, especially with this one at home.
Yeah, I haven't bet. I don't think I bet one Ball State game this year. But what's that?
Fucker.
Sorry. But yeah, I mean they need to get this game. You like you said, you just got waxed. Western Michigan's terrible. Who we all remember that Valparaiso game where they blew a 22-point lead in 5 minutes or whatever the hell. So I mean, no lead's ever safe. Any team can just open it up on you, and Ball State back home after you just got waxed. I feel like they're probably just gonna run them out the gym.
There'll be no one at the game, but yeah, they still will be home. There'll be some students. There'll be a decent amount of students, but
you could sit on the bench.
Yeah, they'll want me there. Get some Pump Fake Pod media credentials, huh?
Hell yeah.
Western Michigan. Come on! Yeah! Western Michigan fouls a fuck ton. And Ball State shoots the free throws very good. So,
Caleb Love.
Yeah.
Whew. He's feeling it. He's feeling
14-0 run in the whiteout. Yeah, it's a horrible shot.
Yeah. Anything else on this, guys? Or
I was just saying that Western Michigan fouls a lot, and Ball State is one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Probably because Mike Lewis was coached by Bob Knight, and when he would make everybody shoot 100 free throws to leave practice, something that the Hoosiers should probably fucking do, but they're all making millions and don't care about basketball. So
I will say Ball State shooting 68% this year from the line.
No, it's one of the best.
Oh, is it?
As a team.
They're 296.
No.
Yeah, I'm staring at it. Ball State offense. Free throw percentage, 68.1, 296.
Oh, shit. That's my bad. They get to the line a lot, and Western Michigan fouls a lot. That's my fault.
That they do.
Yeah.
That they do.
Mike Lewis, get your guys in practice and make them leave. Shoot 100 to leave. God.
Yeah, I'll just watch that Kansas game. Make your team fucking shoot free throws, goddamn.
I can't think about Kansas. That hurts so bad.
How do guards miss free throws like that? You're fucking supposed to be a guard. Miss free throw. Hey, Zeke made a fucking inbound, and Hunter Dickinson's lazy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why he didn't foul that guy. Like he was looking for a kick out in the corner. Like, oh, I'm gonna go defend this. He fucking bozo.
Saturday was a good day for me though, so I wasn't too mad about Kansas. But how could you not be if you bet on that team, regardless of the result?
I live bet him and parlayed.
Blame my buddy. He said, "Bang!" He walked out of the living room. He was like, "Oh, we got this." You can blame him for that one.
Yeah, I know someone that was starting to tout it a little. I'm like, it ain't over, man. Like, there is a lot of time, and it is college basketball. We do have an ATM play tomorrow. Central Michigan's laying 7 at Buffalo.
I know where you're going, Trevor.
Yep,
Central Michigan.
lead us away.
I mean, there's really not much to cap in this. Buffalo's fucking terrible. They've made the ATM list. They can't cover. They covered against Western Michigan, and they won outright. But since then, they got blown up by 32 to Akron. That was an easy fucking 13 to lay. Eastern Michigan, that was sweaty. Still got there. They spotted the first half. They had to cut split the game a little bit. They spotted them the first half, and then they're like, all right, second half is going to be us, and they fucking got it done. I mean, Central Michigan's not amazing, but I think they have the ability to fucking blow up Buffalo. Buffalo's terrible. They force a ton of turnovers. They rebound on both sides of the ball. They don't send you to the line. They defend inside. I mean, they can't shoot, but I mean, it's Buffalo. I don't think you have to worry about that too much. You're going to get a lot of extra possessions. You're going to get take away extra possessions from them. You're going to get runouts from turnovers. I think Central Michigan wins by double digits. I mean, I really don't think we should really overthink it too much. It's Buffalo at the end of the day. They're fucking abysmal.
Yeah, I just got my money with Eastern Michigan on Saturday fading Buffalo, so I don't know if I'll go back to it. My pick would be Central Michigan, but I probably won't bet it.
Same, Crutch.
You're gonna bet this game, Trevor?
I mean, it's an ATM. I mean, I just gotta I said Buffalo, Miami, and Green Bay. I'm blind fading every single time. I'm gonna hit well over 60% combined on all three of those this year fading. I'll just keep doing it. I don't give a shit. Fortunately, Green Bay and Miami do not play.
I'll pick Central Michigan too. I'm not laying points with Central Michigan, but I'm with you. I mean, I love your ATM plays, but this one just feels a little weird to me. I just got like a weird little feeling in my chest. Maybe I need to call the doctor, but
I mean, it did open 5.5, so it's up 1.5 already. Yeah, they're catching all the money. Shocker, but
Chippewa team. I love it.
I don't give a shit. I like making withdrawals at the Bank of Buffalo, so I will throw my card in there and enter my PIN and see if there's any money to withdraw tomorrow. We'll find out. Do we have a Fed special?
Oh my God! First half only. All they have to do is just play good for the first half, right?
I'm not betting this game.
We should all just put our like life savings on it and get them investigated even further. Then they'll come investigate us as well too.
Miami, Ohio is off a 27-point beatdown at Akron.
all the books got like a big ass bet on the Eastern Michigan first half. They're like, what the fuck is this? They're not putting this much cheddar on Eastern Michigan. Not even the most sickos in the world like us are putting this much money on fucking Eastern Michigan first half.
We just took multiple 50K bets on Eastern Michigan first half. I'm gonna fade the Feds here. I'm gonna take Miami. They're gonna bounce back.
Well, didn't we say Miami's got Ohio on deck?
Yeah, here he goes.
Yeah, but they just got pieced up by almost 30 on the road. I think they're gonna come home and fuck them up. They just got embarrassed.
They got embarrassed.
How can you fade the team that's won 3 straight after the Feds are knocking?
It's a fair point. I never said it was betting.
They shouldn't have covered that game against Buffalo either. We got so lucky there. That was awesome.
No, that was never a doubt. I knew it was going to happen. I turned it off, and then I saw on the ticker, I was like, oh, shit, they're up 8. Let me flip this game back on. Never a doubt.
So are you taking Eastern Michigan?
No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I wrote down Miami, Ohio. I'm going to see what happens. I'm hoping people are catching on to Eastern Michigan and they'll be like, oh, let's just bet it down to like 9 or something. I might bet Miami, Ohio. They just got 30 pieced on the road. They got embarrassed. They gave up 102 points. I think they're going to come out with a fucking purpose.
Yeah. I'll pick Miami, Ohio. I'm not going to bet this. I'm going to bet that. I am going to bet that Ohio under. So stay tuned for that menu at the end. And like I said, we're working on the picks page, so we'll get all those out. You can make fun of me for my night tonight, looking like the Colts would retain me as a GM though with my records. So yeah, let's go Redhawks, I guess, on the pick.
I'll battle. I'll go Eastern Michigan.
Good luck, Toast. You're gonna
Hell
need it. Yeah, good luck fading my Buffalo plays. You're gonna be broke.
What if Eastern Michigan's just like a big pyramid scheme? Like everybody's in on it. Like there was no investigation. They just will keep betting it. Now they've got 3 in a row.
What if
This is the most bet game tomorrow out of all the games.
What if Eastern Michigan is like one of those crypto pull the rug schemes? Everybody's gonna bet them tomorrow, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, yep, we're gonna suck ass tomorrow."
Yeah, and then they're gonna host a Twitter Spaces like Hawk Tua, be like, "I don't know what I did. I'm going to bed," and then she just disappears from the world. Then Eastern Michigan doesn't play another game the rest of the season.
Yeah. Lockout, Coach Carter.
Hey guys, I'm going to bed. Take it easy.
I'm really tempted with Miami, Ohio. They got embarrassed. Eastern Michigan, they're catching 10 after how much they've been winning. And everybody knows about the Fed thing. Everybody knows about it. I'm going to circle that game. I don't know if I'll bet it, but I definitely don't want to bet Eastern Michigan tomorrow. I can tell you that much. What do we got? Here we go. Minnesota's laying or catching 13.5 in Michigan State. Sparty going to drill them, or has Minnesota found a little something?
Give me Sparty.
Absolutely.
I might bet this.
Absolutely.
Minnesota's been too hot.
Yeah, this is Minnesota's letdown.
Yeah.
I mean, their 2 of their last 3 wins were at home, and then their road win was Iowa by 5 points. Congrats on beating Iowa.
This one. I don't think they cover this game either. I mean, I think Oregon's a little stinky, and it's really easy to exploit Oregon's offense. And I'm not going to discredit Ben Johnson. I think for what Ben Johnson has been working with talent-wise in the Big Ten, he's actually a decent coach. I mean, there's things obviously that have lapses, like fouling only up 2, and stuff like that. So. I mean, you can pick and choose things. He's gotten guys up for this game, and now they beat Michigan, Iowa, and Oregon. Now you're going into the Breslin Center. Some would argue maybe it's a sleepy spot, but I don't think so. I think this Michigan team, they played with their food a little bit against Illinois in the first half, and then they came out, won the game, maybe a little bit of ref advantage. Go Sparty. I think this is like going to be like the Nebraska game. I hope not as much as a shellacking as it was in Nebraska, but come on now. Michigan State wins by 18.
Yeah.
When do
Michigan
they
State's
lose?
got their West Coast swing after this. They go out to USC and UCLA. So I think that they go out there fat, complacent, happy on vacation, and probably drop a game or 2 out there. All happy and warm in the Cali weather. So I think they drill Minnesota tomorrow, go out to California feeling like the best team in the country, and then have their letdown out there.
Would it be USC or UCLA? USC off a loss, or USC or UCLA beats US? Say they beat USC tonight, then they got Oregon on deck, and then Michigan State.
I think it kind of depends. Let's see what that first line is going to be against USC. And kind of go.
Kempom's got it 5, so I'm guessing
UCLA will have more rest. UCLA will have a little more rest advantage for that game, but I hate betting UCLA. Can't stand it from.
They can't miss tonight, though. Son of a bitch. Every time I look up, they're making a shot. Yeah, I mean, I've been fading this Minnesota team on this fucking streak they've had, so I feel like I just got to keep doing it. I don't want to – if I flip to Minnesota tomorrow, they do get drilled. I mean, Michigan State's been just messing teams up.
They're good.
Especially
They're
at
really
home.
good.
Yeah, they figured out how to shoot threes again. Yeah. Up to 33% in conference play. It's a little under 29% for the season, but conference play it's 33%. So I mean, still that's a 4 or 5% increase just in conference play. I know it's only been 7 games or so, but they've still figured it out. Minnesota's one of the worst defenses in the entire conference, if not the worst. I mean, you got, and then for what's his nuts, Dawson Garcia. I mean, you got Jackson Kohler and Fiddler, and who's the other fucking big dude they got?
Zappala's big though. He can defend.
Zappola, Xavier Booker, Carson Cooper. They got 3 guys that are 6'11", so pretty much 7 foot. Kohler's 6'9". I mean, they've got dudes to rotate and defend Garcia. And if you think Izzo doesn't know that his one piece he has to stop is Garcia, and then it's game over for Minnesota, he's gonna have a game plan. Give me Michigan State. I don't care how chalky it is. It's the last home game for like 2 weeks anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Give me Minnesota first half. Minnesota first half. That'll be where I'm going to go with this game.
You just faced it now. Michigan State's going to cover first half, and then lose full game. Fuck us. No,
They better not.
Just to fuck all of us.
Yeah, they better not.
But
Michigan State's not the team to get complacent.
no. It's fucking Izzo. You work with what he got. So everyone's like, the roster's not that talented. I disagree. I think
they'll always get better and better. They're always going to get better and better.
I think the roster is talented, and it doesn't matter what talent you have. It's the cohesion that you have in the unit and coaching. And it's Tom Izzo. And Izzo, I mean, he's still ticking it, but how many ticks do you have left to Izzo? This feels like one of those March teams that's got a lot of juice in them. I like it. I love this Michigan State team.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll take Michigan State.
Cherish Tom Izzo. This is we're gonna in the cycle of coaches of evolution here in college basketball. Got to cherish Tom Izzo. That's something John Rothstein would say, but let's cherish Tom Izzo in his final 5 years of coaching.
Yeah, because the guy they hire is going to just absolutely shit the bed and take the program down, just like Syracuse and all these other fucking Miami, all these other fucking programs that are losing their coaches.
Michigan State actually, they haven't had a really big like coaching issue. They had Judd Heathcote, and then they went straight into Tom Izzo basically. So
Yeah,
they got lucky. So yeah, they'll be interesting to see how that works out. Heathcote was there for 21 years, and then it goes to Izzo. So.
Oh, did we skip the Morehead State game?
Yeah, you got something on that?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be on Morehead State -7, 7.5, whatever it is. Southern Indiana's covered 4 in a row, won 3 of their last 5. Morehead State is off a bad loss to SIU Edwardsville. So I think Morehead State at home tomorrow fucking drills them.
I don't hate that.
And USI on the road too is not a really good team. I mean, they haven't been notoriously, especially to start conference play. They did sneak one against EIU, but come on now, Eastern Illinois score 60 points. You just get lucky if they don't score high amount of points. Yeah, I like Morehead's defense here. I'll be with you, Crutch. I'm gonna write this down. I haven't bet this yet, but I might end up betting.
Yeah, they did just drop a bad game.
Yeah. USI is kind of small outside of one player too. I mean, Morehead State's not that big size-wise either, but they have somewhat of a size advantage in their guard play.
They gang rebound too. They're the best rebounding team in the conference.
Yeah. Don't
turn it over.
Chad G. He was crushed to talk about Morehead. He loves talking about. That's funny. Morehead. Talk about a team that was getting disrespected in non-conference, right, Crutch? And then they come into OVC play and run the table.
So I was one of them disrespecting them non-conference just because.
Me too.
And it worked out. They got fucking drilled for a while there. I faded them a couple times, made money on them. But when you get to OVC play, they're still one of the quality programs in that league. So happy to back them, especially at home, laying a confident number.
Yeah, programs matter. I'm with you.
Yeah, they only beat Southern Indiana on the road by 2, and the fact that they're laying 7, I think that's kind of telling there with the previous matchup. So yeah, give me Moorhead as well. Haven't bet it yet, but I will probably bet this.
Yeah. One of my favorite sayings is that winning is a tradition and tradition doesn't graduate. Good programs win day in, day out. So Morehead State's one I'm happy to back in conference play.
The philosopher,
especially in the OVC. Yeah, we have that's a philosophy there. Philosophy.
I mean, look at it. Like we were just talking about it with Michigan State too, right? Like you said it, Huff. Izzo gets these guys right. He gets them, playing together and doing what they need to do. And when they get gelling, they just go and win games by 15. It doesn't matter what the spread is. They just, good teams win.
Yeah, and I want to shout out my mom, actually, Dina Huffer. She was shout out my mom. We were watching the games yesterday, and she's like, well, that guy from Michigan State, he transferred to Vanderbilt. I don't know why, but I think they're playing better without him. What's his name? AJ something? I was like, I'm impressed with you, Mom. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, AJ Hozard, yep. They're playing better without him, man. They're playing really good.
Well, Vanderbilt's playing pretty good with them, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a mutual
so as much as people bag on the transfer portal, that's the perks of it. Teams can get better together.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll tell you on that. I'll tell you on the old Moorhead.
We all love Moorhead.
Who doesn't love Moorhead? Let's just be honest here. Yeah. VCU's laying 6.5 at St. Louis.
Oh man, you guys! I know you guys love that in St. Louis. I hate St. Louis, but
I've been off St. Louis for a minute.
I've
been off them for a minute. I think I backed them once or twice when they got healthy.
I
did back them at San Francisco too, and that was doomed from the start.
I bet St. Louis at VCU. Now I'm gonna bet St. Louis at home against VCU and go back to the well after they got absolutely fucked.
Yeah, I took VCU there in the Siegel Center, laying 9.5. I wasn't afraid of that. What's another battle win? I'm gonna get a little petty there. George Washington was on G-Dub as well. Hand up, I did lose the LaSalle game, so I will be hand up there. This team's so fraudulent, man, and everyone's addicted to betting St. Louis, but I feel like the line is interesting. VCU has not lost a game by – the closest game they've lost was 2, and every game they've played since, the closest game was 9 since they've won, and that was St. Joseph on the road.
6-1 VCU, 5-2 St. Louis. St. Louis can get this. They tie for the top of the conference. This is a big game for both the teams, really.
Yeah, I think I like VCU.
Yeah, I'm gonna ram it. I'm in. I'm doing it.
I mean, Cap said it. St. Louis is 10-1 at home, and they're catching 6.5 points. Give me the Rams.
I think it's because of VCU. But yeah, they're known to clamp these teams, and they can defend well, stretch the perimeter. That's where St. Louis lives and dies. Doing that inside-out game pretty much with Avila and Swope and Jimerson. So
I like VCU here. I think they're significantly better than anybody else here in the Atlantic 10 this year. I think they're the best team by far.
They're gonna beat somebody good in March Madness.
Oh yeah. At first, I thought, okay, this would be a St. Louis spot because they're at home, and if they win, they're gonna tie up the, be tied for the top of the lead. But that's even more reason for VCU to come out and take care of business here, because if they get this win and they go 7-1, put 2 games between them and St. Louis. I mean, I know that you still have like Bonaventure and the likes of them, but they just took care of Bonaventure at home. Already got a good road win at St. Joe's, so I think this is even a more reason to back VCU because they're going to come out, they're going to be ready because they know what this game means, they know what's at stake. So I'll take VCU here. I'm not gonna get cute and try to fade them again.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. VCU's really figured it out. I mean, that tough loss at New Mexico and at Bonaventure, but Other than, I mean, they came back. Granted, that game was a lot closer than what that final score represented on Friday against St. Bonnie's, but they still found a way, got it done. Now they're hitting the road. St. Louis has kind of looked a little shaky lately. Just haven't been a big fan of them. I know this is a big game. You can argue the fact that it's a big game for St. Louis to tie up the conference, but it's also a big game for VCU to separate themselves from other teams in this race. So I'll lay with VCU. I just think they're the better team. They've figured it out. They look really, really good. And I don't think St. Louis will slip them up. St. Louis also has Dayton on deck too. So I'm not saying they're looking to head past.
They ain't looking past.
No, I'm not saying they aren't, but I mean they've got another big
game
game on deck. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I wasn't saying you were either, but and St. Louis just doesn't force turnovers. VCU forces turnovers. You got to love that about that, and that's what we saw Michigan's weakness was tonight against Penn State. So similar spot here, even though it's on the road laying points. So
100%.
come on, USC, save my night.
Chad G in the chat, man. He's saying that he's feeling a collapse from UCLA. You might be right.
So I'm 6 and 7. Can it propel me, Rashawn? I might even sprinkle them money line real quick here. What
Gotta
is
make
it?
your free throws.
Plus 270.
Oh, that means he misses, doesn't it?
I need USC and Arizona for a green night, so I'm not going to dig myself a deeper hole if somebody loses here. So
That's what I'm thinking too, Trevor. We need the exact thing, so I'll just hang out.
6 now. Plus 340.
great. So here comes a 3 or something. Next, speaking of Dayton and Bonaventure,
Easy rebound.
Dayton's laying 2 at the Bonnies.
Oof. What's the St. Bonaventure's injury status with Chance Moore? Is he still out? I thought he did play against VCU. He just didn't play.
Moore, you mean Desante Bowen?
Yeah, but Chance Moore was hurt as well too. I mean, Desante Bowen played in 2 months, so Chance Moore is back.
Yeah, 21 points.
Yeah,
8 boards, an assist, a block, a steal, and 2 turnovers. He played pretty good against VCU. Still wasn't enough.
This is a weird travel spot for Dayton. They go on the road to upstate New York to play the Bonnies, and they got to be in St. Louis on Saturday.
Friday.
weren't they just in Duquesne as well too last week?
No, they were at home, weren't they?
Well, before St. Joe's, they had Duquesne.
Oh, they were away. At
Yeah, they were just in Philly and Duquesne. That was a get right spot. Only land 3-4.5. Oh man. Oh, I want to take the Bonnies, but they fuck me all the time.
Yeah, the Bonnies were so good ATS to start the year.
They're coming back to the norm.
Yeah,
People starting to sell on a little bit.
I'm gonna
Fox
let them kind of
Alexander
settle
back.
out a little bit before I get back involved in a Bonaventure game. The last time I think I played them, I had LaSalle plus 13.5 when they went out right against the Bonnies. So I don't know.
I'll take Dayton -2. Posh Alexander working his way back. He played 10 minutes last game. I think he plays significantly more minutes this game. He's a big vital piece to them. I think him and Santos kind of willed their way for Dayton to get another victory. They need this to stay close to within arm's reach of top of the conference VCU, especially if St. Louis somehow pulls that win tomorrow. It'd keep them right there within reach of that top spot. So give me Dayton.
All right, I'm with you, Elliot. Yeah.
I like Bonaventure here. Hungry Dog runs faster.
Passive.
They're home. Dayton's been, they've been playing good. I mean, they blew out Duquesne. Otherwise, they beat Loyola Chicago at home in overtime. They beat St. Joe's at home by 5. Now they get ahead to Bonnies. Bonnies haven't looked good. They should have had the VCU game. They just collapsed that second half. How many points do they have in the second half? 28.
13 for the first.
They had 28 in the second half, and VCU scored 27 in the last 10 minutes of that game alone.
This is a system play, Ken Pom system, right? Bonnie's
No.
are favored by 1. And
Not really a
Dayton's
system.
Catch 2.
3.5,
System in
Three.
conference play.
right?
Yeah,
it's three-
technically.
3.5.
It opened 2.5.
Oh,
So
so
it's come down
technically
a
it is
little
a
bit
system
too,
play then.
technically.
But we haven't really been doing it in conference play though.
Yeah, I haven't tracked it. I think we did play it once. I know it hit, but I don't know how it's been overall.
A couple of them haven't hit though too. So
I'd lean
This feels like it's
Dayton.
more of a non-con thing because these teams don't play each other. So it's just like if they have an advantage, they just completely fuck you, and the other team's not really sure what to do. Whereas in conference play, these guys know each other, these coaches, and these teams too.
Yeah.
But regardless, I still like Bonnie's. Hungry Dog runs faster. Chance Moore came back, played great. They just shit the bed that entire second half. They couldn't do anything. It was on the road at VCU. VCU has been a wagon, like we all know. And Bonnie's have Fordham on deck at home. So I think they can put all their eggs in this basket and get this one done. So I'm going to take the Bonnie's +2 here.
Yeah, I'll take Dayton.
Let's go 3-on-1.
hey, you love that, don't you? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, now, this is a family program.
He loves getting too deep. He loves getting too deep.
All right,
Ain't no
Trevor.
family program starting at
Trevor's
11
Bonnie
p.m.
Blue on St. Bonaventure, and we'll move forward.
No. All right. I've got a dip in a minute, but this is my second biggest play tomorrow. Pittsburgh -4. You got UNC, who just came off of a scare against Boston College. You're going to hit the road. Pittsburgh lost at home to UNC last year, and UNC knocked them out of the ACC tournament, resulting in not going to the big dance. They did get revenge on the road last year at North Carolina. Oh, did they actually? No, they didn't. They never got their revenge. Their revenge came in the ACC tourney, and that's when they beat North Carolina, beat them. So I think they're home. UNC, looking ahead to Duke, just came off of an overtime scare against Boston College. Prior lost Stanford, Wake Forest. Hitting the road, I think Pittsburgh absolutely fucks them up. I got 3.5. I put 2 units on it, so I'm big on Pittsburgh tomorrow. Caleb Love.
Man, I hate that North Carolina.
And to your point, they not only do they have the Duke look ahead, but they also just played overtime against Boston College at home.
They're hitting the road.
They're on Saturday. Now they're hitting the road. I'm trying to find any angle I can to battle you, since you're so confident in this, but I can't find. Yeah, I think it's Pitt. I like it. Pitt -4. They've dropped their last 2 home games. Lost to Clemson by 3 in overtime, and then blew that Louisville game. Lost to them by 4. Those are their first 2 home losses of the year. I think they bounce back here and get a big home win against North Carolina. And North Carolina is not going to do some dumbass bullshit and hit a 3 to cut it to 1 and push my Wake Forest -1 like they did here fucking week. So give me Pitt.
All right, I'm going to skedaddle out of here. I'll be back in like 20, 25 minutes. But
Go get that bread.
yeah, we will.
We'll be making bread here too.
Yeah, I'll be back before the end of this.
See ya.
Peace.
All right, now we can talk about taking North Carolina. No, just kidding. I kind of want to take North Carolina, but I don't have any other than just a inkling feel for it.
I'm the same way.
I hate betting North Carolina.
I'm not going to bet it, but I think I'd pick North Carolina just because I don't think anybody's actually going to want to do it.
I wanted to too, but I think it's a Pitt spot.
I think Pitt is so fraudulent.
They're
And,
so
I get it.
fraudulent.
I do too.
UNC's not good. Don't get me wrong. UNC's a bad basketball team, but
They're so bad.
Pitt has been in so many good spots where it's like the spread makes so much sense. It should be Pitt, and then they just lay a fucking egg. I can't do it. It's got to be UNC or nothing for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Pitt one more time just because I just think that the 2 straight home losses. I think that they're really gonna have to protect home court here. I think it's just, but yeah, I'll probably be pissed
I mean,
off.
if you allow Boston College to score almost 100 points, that just makes me not want to bet you.
I mean,
But
BC was over 60% from three, which is fucking stupid.
yeah, they're horrible. North Carolina's horrible. Pitt just kind of, I don't know. I just, they played Louisville and Clemson at home. I think they can definitely get this one, but then they have 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 road spots in their next 5. One being North Carolina as well. I'll pick North Carolina. I'm not going to bet this though. This is one big P5 game I won't bet.
Battle Trevor. Battle him.
No, I'm not battling him. He was confident in it. I hate North Carolina. I'm not confident in it, so I won't battle him. Much as I love just battling. I'm already battling him on a couple. What the fuck are they arguing about in this UCLA game? That's an and one.
What's next?
Let's go back to Rice, South Florida. He missed that game. We can talk about. I'm just gonna follow along with the games that he missed. South Florida laying -5.5 at home against Rice.
Oh, talk about horrible.
I got nothing here.
South Florida stinks too.
Yeah, I played against South Florida with Charlotte last week outright, and they won. They kind of suck. Rice should have beaten Tulane, or Rice was favored against Tulane and laid an egg on Saturday. So I don't know. I guess give me Rice and the points on the road, but I don't know.
What's the total at in this game?
Probably one.
Total I have at 141.
Yeah.
141. Yeah. I'll take USF's team total, but I hate betting this team. I'm not going to bet this game either. This is one I'm staying off of.
I kind of think it's a Rice. I like Rice with the points. I think it's a close game.
That 5.5 number is weird too, so I like that.
Let's see what else we got.
Laying 5.5 is the worst number in college basketball.
What about Bowling Green at Kent State? Anybody want to talk about that? Kent State laying 12.5.
No.
A lot of points to me with Kent State off that Ohio loss on the road. Now they're back at home, but Bowling Green isn't really great. They've lost 3 straight. Do you have anything on that, Huff?
Kent State can suffocate teams, I think. I'll write down Bowling Green's team total under, but I'm not going to lay the 12.5 with Kent State. Last time they did this, they were laying this many points against Western Michigan, and they lost outright at home, 94-83. So this just feels kind of like a similar spot. This Bowling Green team stinks, but yeah, I just think it's too many points. So if anything, Bowling Green team total under.
Yeah,
Come on.
64.5 is what
Okay.
Bowling Green's.
I'll take that, but no bet. So Kent
Over
State's-
under full game 142.
Yeah. Maybe take the full game under. I lean that. It's Kent State, but like I said, last time they did this, they were laying that many points. They laid an absolute egg, and not a good egg, a bad egg. Like in Willy Wonka, they'll rate bad egg. So, all right, give me the full game under. Twist my arm. What do you got?
Yeah,
Money?
I mean, I'll lay it with Kent State here. Don't know if I'll bet it, but Bowling Green. I haven't been super impressed with them. I think Kent State, a good bounce back spot for them after losing that tough game to Ohio. But 12.5 is a lot of points, so I don't know if I'll end up betting that.
Dude, USC, make my night,
Crutch.
please. Crutch, yeah. What you liked Kent State, but no bet, right?
No, I have nothing.
Fucking boring.
Akron, Northern Illinois. We got to fade Northern Illinois after the win against Ball State.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Akron's been playing like the best team in the MAC. They're fucking putting up 100 points and drilling everybody. So it's
Yeah, and
I
it's a
don't know.
16-point spread too. So
I might take Northern Illinois to keep it within 16 and still lose handily.
yeah, I really want to fade this Northern Illinois team off that first win. I think it could be Akron. It could be another nasty 30-point win by Akron.
Yeah, I want no part of it.
If I'm gonna bet it, I'm betting Akron minus 60. I will. There's no way I'm gonna bet Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Second thing.
The only thing is Akron's been covering against everybody. So
Yeah, that's the only issue. They've been nonstop covering. I think I'd rather lay it with Akron than Kent State though. If I had to pick two of these big spreads.
100%.
I feel more confident in that, especially going up against the Northern Illinois team that's fresh off their second
Oh.
D1 win of the season.
Also, it looks like chat is with us on USC, at least most of us. So if you guys are on USC, come on, guys, let's lock in. Get the bench mob locking arms. Well, let's all virtually lock arms like the bench does.
I need to do this one.
Yeah, good foul call. Let's go.
There you go, Huff.
Let's go. What's that? Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Lock arms. There you go. Yep. We're riding the pine. We're on the bench. Hell yeah. Elliot, what else did we skip? I think we got all the MAC games.
Yep.
Valpo. Can I talk about Valpo?
Yep. Southern Illinois Valpo was the next one.
We're now at 8 p.m. So yeah, go for it.
What number are you seeing there?
Valpo's
Yeah.
minus. I have Valpo +1, -1 to pick them basically against Southern Illinois.
Give me that money line.
I've got Valpo +1, money line's -102.
Totals 149.5.
Southern
Moneyline.
Illinois, the Salukis are off the big win over UIC on the road on Saturday. Valpo's lost 5 in a row. This line stinks. Give me Valpo. Let's go Beacons.
Yeah, they just lost at home too against Evansville, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Valpo Crusaders / Beacons. I love it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
SIU's really
we
young
can-
too. Like it's Scott Nagy's a great coach, but they're really young. They hopefully come out hungover and Valpo gets it at home and gets back to what they needed to do after starting conference play 3-2. So, and
we can.
Southern Illinois
we
got
can
Drake on deck. They got Drake on deck at home too.
We could squad ride this. I like it. I think Southern Illinois. I think maybe Trevor Hufford mentioned it in one of the on the Friday night when I was rewatching it. But Southern Illinois had won 3 of their last 4. Now they've won 4 of their last 5, but 2 of those are to Missouri State, and so I like Valpo here. I've been impressed with them all season. Despite them dropping these 5, I know that's kind of been a letdown for them, but I like Valpo here. I'm with it. Let's
Get
ride it.
right.
Yeah, I'm betting this.
Ford. Make your fucking free throws. That's on the. I don't think that's. Oh my God! Let's go.
Let's see. Next one, I got UCF at Kansas. UCF at Kansas. I know Chad G had a fun stat. Bill Self at home after the previous game was a home loss is 6-0 straight up, but only 2-3-1 against the spread. And unders are 3-11.
3-1-1.
Oh, duh. Yeah,
Yeah, I fixed it.
3-1-1.
3-11. Make your.
Yeah,
I was
there's only
about to
6
say
games,
that.
3-1-1.
That math ain't mathin'.
Didn't Kansas drill them in the bounce house too? Make your fucking free throws. How do college teams not just make players shoot free throws? Gosh, USD would be up 6 right now with their free throws.
UCF, this UCF Kansas game, it's kind of funny because Kansas, that last time they played them, it was like a 50-point game. That was that. After that, West Virginia home loss.
Yeah, I I guess it's probably Kansas. I'm not touching it. I have too much PTSD from the other night.
Yeah, so Kansas laying 13 is what I'm seeing. Over under sitting at 152.5 currently.
It's a lot of points for Kansas.
I was about to say that is a lot of points. I
Maybe
feel like
UCF's a little live and pushes them a little bit. UCF first half, maybe.
Yeah, I personally like that under. Kansas, they've been known to be an under team this year, for sure. Looks like Robert Martin's got 13.5 there in Canada, so we're getting a little better edge here in America.
Let's go, Robert.
They are off the double overtime. I mean, and it's one of those spots where me and Trevor have been kind of fading the team that's played Houston. The next game, we fade that just because of the physicality of Houston. But I don't really like fading Kansas at the Fog, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. I will probably bet the under 152. I think Kansas can maybe we'll get up on the defensive end, but we'll be a little bit sluggish and not very good on the offensive end. So if anything, I'll take the under 152.5.
Gun to my head, give me UCF first half to keep it close before whatever happens in the second half and the fog whistle comes into play. But I don't think I'm betting on this game.
Yeah, I'll pick Kansas. No bet. This again too much PTSD here for me as well. But I don't want to be on the wrong side of the Fog. And USC doesn't make your fucking free throws.
When's the last time Kansas has lost 2 games in the Fog? This early in the year.
I feel like they last year maybe. No, I lost 1 game last year at home.
Usually they're good for like 1 game at home
Yeah.
to lose. They usually lose 1 game.
Yep.
And that's why they won like 15 straight Big 12 championships because they protected home
It's
court
crazy.
so
They
well.
don't lose 2 games at home ever.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you.
That's why I asked. I can't even remember.
I mean, I'm
I
going
just-
back through
Yeah, hang down low with them as much as they thought.
2018. Was the last time they lost twice at home. They lost 3 times at home.
2015?
18. They lost to Arizona State, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma State.
Okay. So one of those was non-conference.
Yeah, Arizona State was non-conference at the time.
All right.
Yep.
Next one, Fresno
Go for it.
State, Wyoming.
Oh god.
Wyoming lane 8 over under 141.
Give me the points with Fresno. Wyoming doesn't lay 8 against anybody.
It's Fresno though.
I
Yeah.
drove through Laramie. That is one of the most depressing towns. It was like Friday, like Wednesday I was driving through, and man, it was depressing. You pull up to Laramie and it's just like a haze is over the whole damn city. It's like 5 degrees, winds blowing like 30 miles an hour. It feels like -20. People are rude. People are depressed. I'm just like, dude, I would not want to go to school here. I don't know how anybody goes to school there.
Yeah, I'll take the under this game. I don't like the points here, and I think just with pace alone, Fresno State will try to run the pace. Wyoming will keep it short. I'll take the under. Probably not going to bet the under, but I'd rather bet the under in the higher game, to be honest with you, and don't like having too many unders out there in one night. I guess I'll lean Fresno State to catch points too, but they're horrible. Elliot?
Yeah, I'll take Wyoming. They're good at home. I won't fade them at home.
All right.
Marquette at Butler.
Shaka laying points. Do I dare bet on Butler's been? I haven't bet Butler in so long because I've been disciplined about not betting them.
Marquette lane 7. Over under 147.
I know. Marquette, did they already play this year, right?
No, they haven't played Butler yet. Oh, yes, they did. It was the
Yeah, they
first game
did.
of the-
Early this season. They won
by
10
10.
at home. First game of the conference.
I don't know. Marquette might have figured it out after that Xavier loss. They drilled Seton Hall, covered against Villanova. They might be rolling.
Yeah. Butler doesn't force turnovers either, and Marquette doesn't turn the ball over. They'll have tons of possessions. Butler doesn't really. I mean, Butler plays decent defense, though, at least. Better defense than Marquette for the most part, but they just don't have many playmakers on that Butler team, man, outside of Marquette. You know, you got Joplin, Jones. Yeah,
I think I'll force them for a tough night.
it's fucking Butler, too. So I go to
Give me
this game.
Marquette.
Yeah.
I'll go Marquette -7.
I'll take Marquette. I'm actually going to wait to bet this. I see some people already on Butler, so you guys can do your Butler shit. I've been disciplined about not betting these games with Butler, so time to get a little undisciplined.
Yeah, I'd probably pick
That's why we-
Marquette. I don't think I'll bet it though.
That's why we gamble, baby. All right. Is this the spot for Colorado? The first Big 12 win? Arizona State.
One of my favorite plays tomorrow. Colorado on money line. Give me the balls.
Talk about no bet.
Colorado 0-8 in conference. Arizona
Yep.
State 2-6 in conference.
These are the spots I've been playing. These winless conference teams getting short spreads at home. Give me the Buffs.
Colorado lane 2.
I'll pay for the money line.
Yeah.
Money line sitting at 142, -142.
This team stinks.
They're so bad, but they're gonna win tomorrow.
Arizona State's been struggling on the road, going into elevation too. I'm with you, Crutch.
Yep, I am too. I think that Colorado gets their first win. I think Arizona's going to, came off of a tough game against Iowa State where they kind of, Iowa State obviously, they were playing with Iowa State that whole time, and somehow Iowa State figured out what to do down the stretch to get that cover. But I like Colorado here. I was just looking up to see what they're 76% from the free throw line, so I'll take the -2. I don't mind that. I don't even need to play the money line. Give me the -2. Let's see.
Yeah,
Baylor at BYU.
I've gone back and forth on this game. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Baylor going into elevation, tough place to play. BYU did just have that a stumper. I normally take BYU always at home, but I know Baylor's a good matchup for them at least. Can knock in. They just won in Utah though. They've been there now for quite some time. Probably got a little used to it. Probably been there since Friday or so. I just don't know. BYU just got off that shellacking, and they've won 2 in a row. They kind of finding something. I do like the home atmosphere here. I was maybe going to use BYU as a money line 2-team parlay, but can be talked into the -3.5.
Yeah,
I think
I
I'll
was
take
gonna go to this.
Baylor here. Just something I'm noticing. Baylor is 45th in the country in 3-point point distribution on defense, which means they don't let teams shoot a lot of threes. And then are 331st in 3-point percentage against, which means the teams are hitting threes at a ridiculous rate despite not getting them. And obviously, we know BYU loves to shoot the three. So I think if Baylor can shut down the three, Baylor should have a pretty good shot to get this one.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Elliot,
when I was leaving Salt Lake today, I was gonna just stop and stay in Provo and go to this game tomorrow night. But then I was looking at tickets. Cheapest one I could find was like $90. And I was like, I don't really feel like staying in Provo and spending $90 on a not a very good seat. But I think I will. I won't fade the Super Soaker. I think I'll bet it with BYU. I guess the only thing, what's this over under? I kind of like the over. I don't know why it's so low. 142.5 makes me seem like it would possibly should be higher than that. I kind of like that over angle. I think both teams can score here.
I think it's just low. Baylor plays a little slower and defensive possession lengthwise, though. Baylor and BYU can contain people to a decent amount of holding the ball and being scared with it. Expect Baylor to do that and try to minimize possessions as much as they can on the road.
Yeah,
but
neither team wants to run. They both play super slow.
Yeah. I'll take BYU.
I'll battle you. I'll take Baylor.
Fucking this BYU Fugazi shit, -3.5. I've done this before, but it's worked. It worked out the last 2 times at least. So, I don't have anything for this next one. What, do you have any? Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. Notre Dame laying 9. Laying 9 points, 8.5. Over/unders 145. No bet for me. I'd rather bet every MAC game.
Yeah,
no bet.
Notre Dame -8.5.
I'll pick Notre Dame. No bet. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking too. All right, Arizona. Let's try to minimize my night to 7 and 8. Have Chris Ballard. I replace Chris Ballard with that record. Let's go. We did skip. Well, I guess not skip one of what you're looking off of, but Texas A&M's laying 7.5, 8.5 against Oklahoma. Oklahoma's on the road against Texas A&M. A&M's off that comeback blow to Texas at home. I was on A&M. I was super excited, and that's what happens when you're super excited in college basketball. Leads go to die. So this lead went to die and blew it. Wade Taylor, though, he was clipping. It was good to see him back, fully healthy. I know he's been back for a couple games, but coming back, 15 points, playing 29 minutes. He definitely was the catalyst to that offense. I think I got to lean to A&M here. I don't like betting Oklahoma. They just got a road win against Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't think Oklahoma's very good. I'll be honest. I'll take A&M with the points and lay the points, I should say. Yep. No bet, but that's my pick.
I'm gonna bet Texas A&M here. I think it's a good spot for them. I think they win by double digits. Oklahoma, back-to-back road spots. Got that win against Arkansas. They're on the road. But going down to Texas A&M is a whole different beast. Plus, students are going to be there. It's going to be lit. It's a Saturday. It's a Tuesday. Nothing else to do in College Station besides go to the game. So
get drunk.
Give me Texas A&M.
And so for that 2-team money line parlay with BYU, I was thinking of either A&M or Georgia. That's who I was going back with. But now I've bet BYU spread, so whatever. But still might. I don't know. Those are the ones I lean towards. But definitely gets you the plus money regardless of which team you take. Georgia a little better, but yeah, I think A&M gets it done. Rebounds will be key here. Oklahoma doesn't do that very well, especially in conference play. Oklahoma's almost dead last in rebounds. So, yeah, and I think A&M. The only thing I'm worried about is their free throw percentage. They don't shoot free throws very well, and Oklahoma does. But luckily, A&M does, these teams don't foul too much, and A&M gets the line a little bit more. So curious on that angle to see which one comes out on top there. I think that cover will definitely come down to some free throws. So come on, A&M, figure it out. Practice tomorrow.
Air Force at Colorado State. Colorado State laying 16. Over under 134. Anybody got anything for this one?
No bet. What do you
No
got?
bad late Colorado State.
Air Force got steam though, man. They're just open at 18.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to this game tomorrow.
People betting Air Force off of the San Diego State. Just got your ass kicked by Utah State though at home. It's not like elevations. Not like elevations are really for these pilots. So yeah, I'll just pick Colorado State or Air Force team total under. No bet. What about you? I mean, if you go to this game, I'll bet something. But
yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. On the game itself, it feels like too many points, but man, Air Force not a team that I want to fucking take points with ever.
yeah, they're bad. San Diego State's not that good either anymore. If you're gonna fucking lay the egg like that, but all right, now we got another game in Utah. In Salt Lake, Cincinnati is catching one against the Utah Utes. Cincinnati off of 2 losses. They hung tough in the first half against BYU. It was 28-23. Excuse me. Yeah, 28-23. But then Cincinnati just does what Cincinnati does. They can't score. I mean, they barely have eclipsed 70 points in the Big 12, in the Big 12. Now you've stayed out in Utah. You've gotten a little used to the elevation somewhat. Utah, not a great team, but Utah has definitely picked up some steam. They won 3 games in a row against Oklahoma State, TCU in the Holy War. Now you've dropped the Houston game. You dropped the Baylor game. Kind of want to bet Utah here.
I don't mind that. The other thing I was thinking, I mean, it's kind of you could bet it under. I know you don't really want to do any more of these over-unders, but 138.5, both teams pretty solid on the defensive end. Both teams kind of suspect offensively. Second leg of the elevation trip for Cincinnati.
I think the Cincinnati team's kind of realizing their shit. But you do have an extra day of elevation training. You're on Camp 2, Camp 3. You know, you got to go back and up and down when you go up to Camp 4 and whatnot. So they've had some elevation training there. I think Cincinnati's defense is a little better. But yeah, Utah's defense is no joke either. Not a bad angle, especially with how they shot create. What do you got, Crutch?
Nothing. I don't watch a ton of Big 12. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about either of these teams.
Yeah, so much for Utah and Cincinnati being a fucking Big 12 game too. Both teams are horrible against the spread. Last 10.
These teams both suck. They're horrible to watch. There's no reason to bet this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet. Just going for the home atmosphere. You just got your ass kicked at home. Come on, Utah. Defend the land.
San Jose State at San Diego State. San Diego State laying 14.5.
Sorry, Elliot. What'd you have again on Utah, Cincinnati?
The under 138.5.
I was making sure what total. No bet for me here. Mountain West home teams, though, is normally the system that I like to take. San Diego State just got their big win against. I mean, not even big win. Nevada's been pretty bad this year and a tough watch. That team's given up. This is kind of where the San Diego stretch that they can easily get 4 wins in a row. They do go to Colorado Springs for Colorado State, so that'll be a good game. But
Fort Collins, but same thing.
Fort Collins, yeah, sorry. Colorado Springs is the Air Force, if I'm right.
Yep, that's
that is my bad. Give me San Diego State. I'm not betting this. I'll pick it.
I'll battle you, San Jose State, but I'm not betting it. It'll be a pick battle for us.
Yeah. I will lay this number though.
Last game of the night.
Oregon State's definitely proved their worth in the WCC. You're worried about the Pac-12. I would be too. Whatever the hell's going on or whatever this conference is soon to be. We don't know, but they've proved their worth. They got their Gonzaga big win in program history. Laid an egg against San Francisco. Now they've beaten up on Santa Clara. They beat up on the best team in the West Coast Conference apparently. Santa Clara. What a joke! What a joke! What
I never said they're the best West Coast Conference team. I said they're better than St. Mary's.
Yeah, that's a joke. St. Mary's is the best team in the conference. They're good.
We're about to find out tomorrow or Wednesday. Can't wait.
System play here, fellas. We're taking Oregon State.
System play. Let's hear it. What's the system?
Who's Gonzaga got to play next? They got St. Mary's on deck.
Yeah,
That's true, but they just
got
lost to
their ass
Oregon
beat.
State
Yeah, they just lost.
a week ago, or just a week and a half ago. To Oregon
Yeah,
State.
I still think that they care a fuck ton more about playing St. Mary's and beating them up than they do about Oregon State.
Yeah, I just think that why the hell is this line 14? They just lost by 8 to Oregon State. This guy is telling me that
it's still the
Gonzaga's
Gonzaga
gonna
tax.
fuck them up.
I'll take Gonzaga. I mean, I like Wayne Tinkle as a dog. I think he's a good coach, and he's got these guys cooking and potentially sniffing a bid. I mean, they don't really have many good wins in the non-con, but you never know. Make a little run. It's not like this. I don't think this league is a 4-bid league, but could be 3 for the first time in quite some time, maybe potentially.
I also just don't think Gonzaga is that good. I saw them playing, but go ahead.
It's over. That's why, I mean, once the money talks in Indianapolis, it's over for these mid-major conferences, which sucks. But
I saw
yeah.
Gonzaga in
Yeah.
person. I don't think they're very good.
is this game gonna? What's the total on this? Over under? 154.
154. I guess that's probably a thing too. If you like Oregon State, the over is probably pretty free too.
You would think.
Over
I
was
think
free when
they played already.
over was free. That's what I played. That's what I played last game against them. I played the over, and I think it hit well before OT even.
Yeah, I mean, I like this Gonzaga off off the loss. I'm with you, Crutch. I don't think they're that good of a team as much as they've had, but they got talent and pieces. So come on, you got to bounce back at home.
I mean, I think they win by like 8 or 9, maybe 10. Don't cover.
Even if I go to 6-8 with this loss on Arizona, I love watching this Iowa State team, man. I'm glad I put a future on them. I mean, they're just fun to watch. They win games, man. They no matter what, they're right in this game. I mean, they just do this. Those jerseys are horrible, though. What the hell? Those are AAU jerseys.
They're black ones?
Yeah, I don't like them. Why are they wearing black? Iowa State. I mean, I like the blackout idea, but like, I don't know.
They're doing it in football too?
Yeah, I know. I just think those look like AAU jerseys. Well, I mean, we pretty much touched every game.
Anybody in the chat got a good? Anybody in the chat got a good lean or a good, not even a lean, good angle for a game tomorrow to push me over the edge to bet something in particular? Anybody got a smash spot?
Yeah, let's see. Let's hear some chat banter to close the night. Feel free to drop anything. Hell, even drop some futures. What you think? Some takes. Shit talk me about that Hoosiers loss. At least they covered. They covered, and the Chiefs did. But got a lot of issues. That was awful. Yeah, pleasure of watching that game.
Danny Dumbshit's on Seton Hall.
He liked the Seton Hall discussion.
Joey Lobster, what do you got in that Dayton St. Bonnie's? We talked about that. Did you want us to go back?
I think he wants us to redo it. I think we were mixed. We were battling on Dayton St. Bonaventure, so we were kind of mixed. I took Dayton, but I can't remember who was battling on St. Bonaventure. I think it was Trevor.
Trev had Bonnie's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Basically, Joey Lobster, I think I'm on Dayton -2. I like the fact that they're getting Posh Alexander back. They're playing a lot better here as of late. Bonnies are kind of regressing towards the mean in terms of covering games. They started out the year 13-2. Haven't been able to cover the last handful of games. So give me Dayton -2.
It's a good spot for him. I mean, for St. Bonaventure to give anyone with the Bonnies credit. I mean, it's a good spot for them to get up. I still think things are buying low for Dayton, especially going on the road. It's very tough. So.
And Clark Duke plays at home against North Carolina next. So if you think
Duke,
they're going to be losing that game.
Against North Carolina. Yeah, what was everyone's consensus on that?
Clark just said who Duke played next because they were losing.
Trevor was on Pitt, I think, for that North Carolina game too.
Yep. I was on Pitt too. You guys are both on North Carolina.
I picked North Carolina. I didn't bet it, so I'll root for you guys on Pitt. I'm not.
I want Pitt to do it. I just can't bet on them. They're so fucking bad.
Yeah.
ATS.
I'm just betting on Pitt. I think that spot, man. I mean, literally just gave up 96 to Boston College. OT game. Duke on deck. I think Pitt should have to. Pitt needs to win. Should win that game, especially after losing the last 2 at home. But you never know.
Well, I mean, let's we got time to kill. I know Trevor's gonna come in here. He has the studio power, so if you guys want to,
I played.
let's talk about some futures potentially maybe that are possible. I'm not the biggest futures market. I always dump a few. Hand up, one of them's Indiana. I did it last April as a joke, but and then seeing the talent that came in, getting super excited, of course. But other ones I have are Auburn, Iowa State, and then Connecticut I had in the beginning of the year, which I don't think they'll do it again, but just had to sprinkle the three-peat like I did with the Chiefs this year. So, you guys have any idea? I mean, we could look even at some conference futures now that they're opening up, versus just it doesn't have to be an NCAA tournament winner. Is futures something you guys dabble in at all? Like I said, I just sprinkle every once in a while, but we have conference season winners too that we could look at.
Yeah, I'm just kind of clicking through them now. I don't have anything in yet. New Mexico plus 130 to win the Mountain West. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's not a bad look either. Let's look up the Mountain West's standings here. Let's go to some college basketball standings. See if there's any prime spots. That's not a bad look. Let's see, Mountain West. I still think they're up one game at least. Is what I thought, but let me double check. Mountain West. We got. Oh, my computer sucks. Mountain West, yeah, 9-1, 8-1. So basically, you're betting against Utah State, Colorado State 7-2, but they've won 3 in a row. I expect them to lose a little bit more, and Boise State and San Diego State off to a slower start. So,
New Mexico also, their next game is this coming Saturday at Utah State. So that could go a long way with deciding that.
That very well could. But does the Utah State do they have New Mexico on deck, or is it a home and home?
Nope, they just play them once.
Interesting.
Oh wait, sorry, no, they go on the road to New Mexico on a Sunday.
I was gonna say there's not many teams in the conference, so they should play. But New Mexico. Yeah, I like that. Hell, if you think Utah State wins that game, you get even better value on New Mexico after that game. If you think
the other thing I'm just looking at, so New Mexico goes to Nevada, to San Diego State, to Boise State, and to Utah State. Utah State, let me see who they have away.
East, yeah, I don't think Duke's losing the ACC regular season.
No,
they're so much better. I wish the Final Four market was not a one-way market, and I could bet no on some of these teams.
I agree.
I would love to bet no on Auburn to not make the Final Four.
I know.
They're minus 120 to make the Final Four, which means I should get plus money for them to not make it. I would fucking hammer that.
Yeah. Auburn is minus 370 to win the SEC. I mean, there's some decent odds on Florida plus 1,800. I know they're 5-2 in conference. Auburn's 6-0, but a lot can happen. You got a month and a half left of hoops, so in the regular season.
What about
Alabama's plus 460 as well. Big East is pretty much everyone's at plus money. Marquette, St. John's, Creighton's plus 600, and UConn's plus 1,100.
Yeah. What do you
I think UConn 55 to 1 to win the national title is probably a pretty crazy price.
Yeah, I mean it's much better than the one I have.
Michigan State plus 3,000 to win the national championship too.
Well, hold on a second. You just asked me a question. Easy there. 21 questions. Let's look at the Big East.
I was making a statement, motherfucker. It wasn't a question.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked about Michigan State. Creighton plus 600 to win the Big East. I mean, they're 7-2. Marquette's 8-1. St. John's is 8-1. St. John's
I said UConn. UConn to win the Natty. 55 to 1.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I already have that, but on a much worse price than that. So definitely take it. You look at
Marquette and St. John both 8-1, and they still go to. They still haven't played each other. They got 2 games against each other, home and away.
Yeah. Just hold on a second. Where's Creighton's schedule? Creighton's won 5 in a row. They got Xavier, Villanova, Providence, and then they got Marquette at home, which is good. And then they've already played on the road at Marquette. They got St. John's on the road. They've already won at home on St. John's. So essentially, if you think that they can get one of those games, I think they could definitely get Marquette at home. I think it's worth a look on that plus 600 there. I mean, when it comes to those, I'm looking for value. I'm not going to – I don't mind the plus 100 and dive into like a full unit on those plus 100s, but I'd rather look for like the longer odds. I mean, I know it's a little stinkier and dive in more, but I mean, Florida at plus 1,800 too.
Yeah. Clark's on St. John's. He thinks St. John's going to win that Big East.
They're good, man. They're good, and it's Ricky P. How can you not bet against Ricky P?
Hasty, why do you not want overtime? I need overtime in this game.
Hasty might have the under. He's battling you. Hasty and money.
Dang it.
Let's go. Love a good battle. Let's look up some more. I like this kind of future shit. They've posted a ton more that I haven't noticed until I've looked at this. So thanks for Trevor going over to WCW there for a little bit in the Attitude Era. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Anything else on conference?
Dayton plus 1,500 in the A10.
Say that again. Dayton plus 1,500. Yeah, I mean, I think it happened. I think VCU could run that table though, because I was looking at that too, Elliot, and I almost said it, but then I went to the Creighton angle better. VCU's got Dayton at Dayton, so that could be a stumble for them. But then essentially, like at the end of the season, they would play each other the final game at the Siegel Center. That could decide the conference. But Dayton stumbling early. There's definitely a good value with those 2 losses early. 3 losses, excuse me. So yeah, 4-3 to 6-1. I kind of like Florida and Creighton there, and that New Mexico. All right, come on, Arizona, 70-67, and it's timeout, of course.
You like St. Mary's to win the West Coast Conference?
Oh God, I might just have to do it out of spite. I'm not buying 170 minus one. Fuck off, no.
That's what I'm saying. Gonzaga at plus 135. I think that's kind of got decent value, especially with them playing.
Yeah, that's a good call.
2 more times.
It's a great call. How many times do Drake and Bradley play again? That's the same angle with Drake and Bradley.
Yeah,
too.
Hastings on my boys. Santa Clara plus 2,500, baby.
Yeah, they're the best team in the conference.
That's a better shot than.
Drake's got Bradley one more time at home.
I like this Bradley team. I'm not gonna take Drake.
I don't see the Missouri Valley. What's the odds on that?
Plus 130 for Drake. That's why I said it's the similar angle. St. Mary's is the favorite, like Bradley. Drake's kind of like the Gonzaga there. But I like this Bradley team. They've been rolling, getting the job done. Did you say Big Ten, Michigan State plus 100? That's what you're doing? And these are regular season winners, by the way, too, obviously. They're not conference tournament. So
Big Ten? I mean, no, I said Michigan. I was just looking at Michigan to win the championship plus 3,000.
holy fuck, what a stupid shot. It's a good foul. Well, hopefully I win this Twitter giveaway that I retweeted something on the pyramid scheme. If Arizona doesn't win, it's a $500 giveaway. Hopefully I win. I'll send someone some cash in the chat.
I think we're sweating now. I mean, I'm losing my under for sure, or my over for sure. But I think Clark got live 141.5. So he needs. Oh fuck.
Well, the 2 fouls suck for that, but they will foul, but then it'll be 139. I almost need a make, a miss.
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's that 3-point seconds foul. What a good foul by Iowa State. Just a good coach team. Just a good coach team, says the Indiana kid. Good grammar. I made the first one. How far ahead am I, you, Elliot? Or am I behind you?
You're in front of me by about 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
All right. No reaction for me then. Which is hard. I don't have a poker face. Man, almost needed him to make. He needed him to make that.
Yeah. Well, now Clark needs him to make both and then just do some
A miracle heave.
DS 3-point shot.
Catch and shoot. Rise and fire. Anyway, we got MAC regular season. Nah, not that. It's Akron's conference. We got CUSA. Maybe some Middle Tennessee action for CUSA. Let's look into the CUSA a little bit.
It's Liberty to lose it.
Let's do this. Fuck it. See if you can see this. Can you guys see my screen? Classic question for anyone that works home and remote.
No, can't see it.
Hello, everyone. You can't see my screen?
Maybe.
No.
You can't?
If Iowa State makes it here, they'll foul. Oh, but then that doesn't matter.
They should foul. They should foul before not before the inbound, but right when it's inbounded. Oh,
Miracle 3. Miracle 3.
Oh! Oh! Sorry, I couldn't hold my reaction there. I couldn't hold my reaction there. Oh my!
Let's go, Clark! Let's go, Clark!
Oh my gosh, Caleb Love! Half court shot. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Hey! Wait, I need to go up. Where is it? Caleb Love took me out. Clark said 10:49 p.m. timestamp. What do you got to say now, Clark?
That was awesome.
Holy shit.
Can we get Arizona,
Dude.
for the night ender? Oh my gosh. I fucking love college basketball. As much as I give Caleb Love shit, that's so cool for him to do.
Hell yeah, it is. Holy shit. That's cool for anybody to do.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I feel like Caleb, he hasn't had like a solidified moment. That was sick. Look at Otzelberger. He's just staying in shitting position. He's like, shit.
Tip your cap in that situation. If a kid hits a half court shot, it is what it is.
Yeah, you don't foul there. Especially with that with that amount of time. Hasty, I'm so sorry. That's absolutely atrocious.
Holy shit. I've lost on a half court shot betting on Arizona. I think was that Arizona State Arizona game. What was that, 2 years ago, I think?
Yeah.
It took longer.
I lost on
There he is. That's Stoley Picks music.
Who
One
has
of
to
the
have a
things that
fucking game
I
for
lost
Arizona?
What's he doing here?
Fucking love.
You went to WCW. You went to WCW. Dude, I took my shirt off. I was like, I can't hide my reaction there. I just
We were-
woke my wife up and out of a dead sleep.
His
She's
mic's fucked up.
I probably woke people up too. But dude, we were just finishing the stream, and he's like, I can't end this until it's over because I have +1.5 ticket. And then he just starts freaking out. I was like, no way, he fucking just hit it. And then obviously me being 25 seconds behind, I saw it and I was like, holy fucking shit. Oh my God.
dude, what a shot.
Caleb Love.
Crutches is just freaking ready to go to bed.
Oh, you have Iowa State?
No, I'm just
No, hey, we're just
Oh, you-
all lit as fuck off this, and he's just like, all right, let's go to bed.
Oh, you're good. My bad,
You can
man.
pop off if you want to, Crutch, and lay off your bets, but otherwise, I guess we're all in the long haul tonight. Trevor, we went through every game. If you got some other games that you missed, wanted to discuss.
Yeah, I'm trying
We
to
were talking
remember.
conference regular season futures to stall while you were gone.
Aaron said yes. Fucking Caleb Love, Kyle. Come on, Caleb fucking Love. Let's fucking go.
I think I am gonna hop off though, guys.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
stopping in, Crutch.
Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, we need
Best of
to.
luck tomorrow.
When's the MAAC back on?
Probably on Friday, right?
Yeah, I think they're back Fridays.
I think they're back on Fridays. That
Yeah,
red
now that the NFL is back to
You
Yeah,
gotta come hop on and give that knowledge.
Yeah, we'll need you on the Fridays. You're the Mac fucking guy.
the better of the two Macs. The
Thursday
real
night.
Mac.
dude. My wife came out and she was like, "What the hell is going on?" She thought I was like an intruder had come in or something.
It's like when Cap says, if 6 guys with machine guns come in and tell me I have to make a pick.
All right, we'll let you go, Crutch. We appreciate you stopping
Thanks
by.
for hopping on, man. That was
Anytime.
awesome.
Oh my God.
Later.
God damn, he's a nasty motherfucker.
Dude, I
Yeah,
was
fuck, dude. I'm not even thinking. I've got to remember what the fuck I was even betting on that on his show. I forgot. Oh my God, that game was fucking electric. Oh yeah, Colorado. I like Colorado. I bet Pittsburgh. A&M. What'd you guys think about A&M?
But
I took A&M.
Yeah, they have one home game in a month. They're gonna and they just blew the Texas game, which is gigantic for that school. They're gonna fuck up Oklahoma.
I said the only thing that worries me is their free throw percentage on that spread, but because with that number, you gotta calculate that there's gonna be the foul game at the end. But hopefully, this is just one where it's mispriced and A&M wins by 20 with the no sweat, no foul situation.
Yeah.
Because they can't make their free throws.
Well, the last home game was June 18th, and the next home game after this is February 11th. So I mean, like it's a one stop, and it happens to be after the debacle. I think they fuck them up.
That was awesome.
Yeah, the other one. What'd you guys hold on? We were kind of torn on this one. Oregon State Gonzaga. What'd you guys think about that
I
one?
laid it with Gonzaga off
I
the
just
bat.
think,
Crutch liked Oregon State.
yeah, my thing is his thing was Crutches was Gonzaga has
The
St.
same
Mary's on deck at St. Mary's, so take Oregon State in the points. I was on the angle that I'm going on was Gonzaga just lost to Oregon State and now they're laying 14. That just seems kind of telling to me that they just lost and now they're just going to be laying 14.
I mean, is it just a Gonzaga name respect line, like potentially?
I mean,
I'm not betting that game because it stinks. I mean, I don't want to bet. Oregon State on the road's also been really bad. To your point, they've won one game, and that was it.
Best thing for me that I think I played the over the last time they played, and that thing hit with 4 minutes left or something. Went to overtime and like it soared over by 30 something. But
yeah, Gonzaga doesn't play defense.
yeah, and so if you think that Oregon State, if like you have any possible inkling that Oregon State's going to keep it close, I feel like that's an over smash for sure. Let's go Arizona.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Danny dumb shit. I missed this. I thought a match was coming on after the dumb mic chat with Cody and Punk. I would love. Royal Rumble's in Indianapolis next this Saturday. Tickets are outrageous. I might just swallow my pride. I gotta be watching my college hoops on a Saturday though. But might swallow my pride, go sit in the nosebleeds just for the sake of the Royal Rumble. But tickets are outrageous. It's this TKO merger.
Is Undertaker going to make an appearance? Just it comes back out of the blue.
He won't wrestle in the Royal Rumble. I don't think he'll wrestle in the Royal Rumble. I mean, maybe, you never know. But
how many Royal Rumbles will they do a year?
They just do one. It's one Royal Rumble. It's like Royal Rumble to WrestleMania is like their this is a prime time right now. So
I've never watched WWE in my life.
Man,
you're
missing out, man.
Did you guys lay with Kansas too?
I did. Didn't love it. I actually said I haven't bet this yet, but I probably will.
How do we not bet them?
I took the under 152.5.
Your Houston system that you tout.
Oh fuck! You're totally right.
I brought that up.
I'm not. I can't. I'm off. I'm off. I can't bet UCF after what Kansas did to them. But shit, you were totally right.
That's where I was torn. But they kind of terrorized them down low a little bit. So I'd still end up probably betting Kansas just because like I said, I've lowered my units. I'm betting more games. I'll take Kansas. But yeah, that was one where we were going back and forth on because they just got beat up by Houston. They also played a not one overtime game, a double overtime game. So, or was it just one? It was just one, right? No, it was double.
It was double.
Yeah, it was double OT. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to be fake sharp here and take UCF, but you're entirely right about that Houston system. I would rather I would rather sit back and Kansas wins by 20 than I would bet them and then. Oh, who's showing up in the big moments again? Caleb Love
for Clark right there. Chad G had a good stat on that KU.
One sec. This game is not over, folks. We all watched the Houston Kansas game. This game is not fucking over and nowhere near over.
Oh no. Right. But Chad G,
they're all in the totals, so their games have already their bets are good. So the chat's more talking about the totals.
I'm good. I'm done.
Congrats.
Will Self at home after the previous game was a home loss is 6-0 straight up, but only 2-3-1 against the spread. And the unders are 3-1-1. I'm personally on the under 152.5. That's what I.
Seems high for a Kansas game, doesn't it?
That's why I'm on it.
Weird. Aren't they usually like 130, 140 something?
Yeah. I'm on it. I just think that they're definitely going to be – Bill Self's going to be pissed off, obviously, rightly so. So they're going to come out with a fire on both sides of the ball. But I just think their offense will still struggle. They're not very good on the offensive end this year. So I like that under 152.
Hold up. Maybe a UCF team total? I mean, UCF struggled mightily at home with no interior. Do they struggle again potentially here? What's that team total might be a little inflated too with that.
Elliot, I'm not gonna since I haven't bet the Kansas game, I'm gonna ride with you that under for family and Vin Diesel this shit, jumping a cave and hitting this under. So yeah, I think I'm with you instead of laying the 13.5.
Yeah, that's how I would attack it.
I like that stat from Chad G too. Come on.
I can't bet a game total. You guys know this. Maybe I'm gonna write down UCF team total under 69.5.
The only thing
I think they're gonna have as bad of a game as they did? Probably not. But 70 points, whereas a Kansas defense and they're off the loss at home in the fog.
Yeah. The only thing
I think they struggle to score 65, 60.
Yeah, I agree. Those are both good angles. But like if they don't score 70, I guarantee you that under hits too. Because Kansas isn't putting up. If they score 69, Kansas will probably score 80 at the most. Unless they just completely obliterate UCF on the interior again. But I think UCF will make some changes.
I didn't know that was his middle name.
Other than that, I don't know if I had any other games that I was really torn on. too much, but
We talked about every game, so give your opinions, bro. We talked pretty much every game.
you guys already know my opinion on Marquette Butler. No opinion. If I had to, I would take Butler, so that means Marquette by 22.
You're addicted to Butler. You're
No, I'm
addicted.
not betting them. I'm not betting them, but dude, I mean,
You're like the
Marquette's got
former
UConn
junkie.
and St. John's on. What?
You're like that former junkie that's like still like reminisces on the drugs, but like is disciplined and doesn't bet on or doesn't take it, that does it. That's your Butler.
I just
basically.
get high off before you.
He's been to rehab enough that
He's like, yeah, it was great
not relapse.
times. It was good times with friends. He's got good stories to share around a campfire, but about Butler, but he doesn't partake anymore.
He likes to edge with Butler.
Other Cincinnati, Utah. I mean, I think Cincinnati can get that one. Utah fucking blows.
I took Utah, but I'm with you.
What's the number on Utah?
I think that's a coin. It's obviously a coin
One.
flip game. Have your
One?
dog pick a game on it. It's just one. Yeah, and Utah's catching the point as well too.
I see Utah -1 on DraftKings right now. I mean, at that point, it's just going to be different everywhere.
Yeah, I think that was another one where I'm feeling kind of the under 138.5, but I haven't bet it yet. But I just think two solid defenses with two kind of ass offenses could really be a slow pace, a very slow paced game. It means
Very
it's
nasty.
plays slow.
What's going to be nastier, Cincy, Utah, or Seton Hall, Providence?
Seton Hall, Providence.
Seton Hall, Providence for sure. Big East too. FS1. John Fanta's doing the game. Something.
Fair. Did you guys lay it with BYU? I like BYU. Baylor gives up far too much from three, and we've seen what BYU does at home all year.
I took BYU as well. Wasn't sure if I kind of wanted to take them in that 2-team money line parlay. I love a good Utah one-step money line parlay, like some team like Utah State. But yeah, I got talked. I just talked myself into laying it too. Trevor.
Yeah. Wait, 2?
I said laying it 2.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, damn, it's up to 3.5. You got some nice CLV.
Yeah, I like BYU.
Yeah, I got 2.5. Like, yeah, whatever you guys want.
Good
3.
point by Troy right there.
Yeah, true.
Even coming from a Baylor fan,
And they just won by 15.
it's still logical.
And they just won by 15.
Utah also sucks. We know
Yeah, they
that.
do. Cincinnati fucking sucks too. Overrated.
I like
players.
I like the over in that game, the BYU Baylor game. I like the over, but I like the -3.5 better, especially with just thinking that Baylor only has 7 players back-to-back road spot in elevation.
Good point. Yeah, I'm gonna bet BYU. Maybe a team total. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna get cute. I got cute tonight, and that was it hurt to sweat that out. Fresno, Wyoming.
I didn't bet this game.
You're not gonna back Sundance Wicks?
I think Elliott did. I'm not backing anybody in this game.
Yeah, I was being respectful to him. I took Wyoming -8.
I think don't make me DM Sundance Wicks those texts.
Hey, it was nice once I crossed the border.
Hey, Elliott was just shitting on the city of Laramie, the town of Laramie, though. So
I was. It is very depressing.
bad juju. It's bad juju.
It is, but
Arizona, bang. So 7-8 on the night for me. That is a losing day. My first losing day in 9 days. The streak comes to an end, but it was a hot streak. But mitigated losses at least 7-8. The Colts love me, but still 22 winning days in January though. So excuse me, 23 winning days.
Crushed it. So I'm guessing you guys gave all your plays already.
nope.
Oh, we haven't
you.
No.
All right.
We're
Well,
waiting for you.
let's do it. After Caleb Love brings us home, he tucks us in. Who wants to start?
I started last time, so someone else
I'll
go.
go. We'll go clockwise. Debate in Georgetown. Going to see where that line goes. Tennessee -9 bet. Seton Hall +4, 2 units, and then a half unit on the money line. Michigan State -13.5. VCU -6.5. BYU -3.5. I'm debating Texas A&M, UCF under 69.5. I'll bet, and then Pitt. I got -3.5. I like the 4. I think they punk UNC tomorrow. I think it's a bad spot for North Carolina tomorrow. So I got a 1.5 on Pitt also, and tailing Moorhead -7 with Crutch. What's so funny?
Nothing. Elliot, go ahead.
I got
We just make fun of you, but while you leave, I guess that we were just making some insight.
Oh, I know. I
jokes.
listened to the episodes the next day. I'm like, I want to hear the angles. They're like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, I love when you're gone. We're like, oh yeah, Trevor's definitely betting this. I love when I say that. There wasn't any of those spots there tonight though for me that I.
What game did you say I was going to bet?
Nothing tonight. I didn't say anything tonight. I mentioned something maybe on the Butler, but I said it. They're on my do not bet list too. I fucking hate the Butler team. Private school.
I'm on Georgetown +4.5, Georgia -7.5, Seton Hall +4. Haven't bet that. We're gonna wait till it goes up. If it does, if it doesn't, I'm gonna do both +4 and the money line. Ball State -4.5. VCU -6.5, Dayton -2, Pitt -4, Valpo money line, UCF KU under 152.5, Wyoming -8, Colorado -2, Texas A&M -8, BYU -3.5, and that's it for me. And Clark, I played in the Corn Palace actually. In college, we played in the Corn Palace. Had a
sounds like someplace
basketball tournament there.
Oh yeah,
they're racist as hell. They're yelling. Oh my god, they're so racist. At the Corn Palace, it's bad.
At the Corn Palace, there's no way.
Oh, so bad.
Okay, let me pull up my bets. So I have that. Let me pull up my calculations here real quick. Oh my god, fucking the Corn Palace. That shit's so fugazi. Taj Mahal of corn. All right, battle St. John's, Kentucky battle. You guys take that stupid slop. You and Louisville, Georgia. Undecided if I want to take them two in a money line parlay, but think I'm gonna like that. Seton Hall, Ball State, Michigan State, Valpo. Holy fuck. Akron, Kansas under, BYU, Colorado, Utah, Texas A&M, Marquette, Dayton, Gonzaga. Game Ohio under as well too. Games I haven't bet but lean. Probably will bet Moorhead State actually. UNC, Notre Dame, Central Michigan, USF team total, and Miami, Ohio. So that's a little lighter card for me. But hey, 23 winning days in January. That you got to shout out Michael Jordan. It ain't LeBron James. You got to shout out Michael Jordan. He's right over here on my wall here next to Kobe. So with my drawing, let's get to 24 to get to Kobe tomorrow.
Speaking of that,
yesterday,
man. Yesterday was the anniversary of his death.
Yeah,
really. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, that's a moment in life that I will never forget where I was when I learned that information. Like like a couple of those things that you just don't forget, like where you were. Now I won't forget where. Now I'll never forget where I was for Caleb Love and his half court shot tonight.
Yeah, just ripping your shirt off.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
PG-13 here. No one needs to see that either. But yeah, that was. I had to. Oh, VCU, I forgot to say too. Your St. Louis shit.
Yeah, that 2020, that was like the start of the worst fucking year ever. And then came COVID right after that.
But Warzone was fun with the boys for 18 hours a day during COVID. That's all there was to do. Russian hockey came back and Israeli Super League soccer. I was into that.
This is the most degenerate thing I've ever done in my life. During COVID, paid some dude on Instagram. He was simulating Madden streams on Instagram, and we would Venmo each other. But I never had to Venmo him. I won 6 Madden streams in a row. Got like $20 every Venmo. That was the most degen shit I ever did during COVID.
Me and my buddies do that. Whenever he fires up his PlayStation, we just fantasy draft a team and then just like $5 to get in on the tournament and just simulate it.
Got money. I'm just like I'm like hitting up this random dude on Instagram. He's got like 158 followers. How the hell did I have it? Capper, what you got, my man?
What do you got, Cap?
Make sure you guys tune into Cannabis Capper's articles. He drops fire every day. Capper, if I'm not mistaken, you drop them around this time the night before. Maybe in the early morning as well too for the day and get your plays out. So you got enough time to take a look, read the article and bet.
Yeah. Usually when I get up, it's got to be before 10 a.m. because I kind of mid morning I look and he's got them all posted.
Yep. I've been slacking. I usually retweet his. I mean, because if you like props, just tell him. That's for sure. He crushes that.
Damn, yeah, working in hospitality. I'm at an event company now. What I do my full-time job. It takes hits, man. He goes, I watch TV at the bar half the time with a pay cut.
Cap's got Jamil Telfort over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Gone higher in each of the last 3 against Marquette, 14, 11, and 12. Love it. I might just straight bet that so I have some action in that game.
Maybe change Marquette to that. I like that too.
It does
I bet on Butler there too.
I do have a problem with Butler when I bet them. Never works out. Maybe I'll lay off, but I do like that.
I like it. Home crowd gets them up for it. Marquette's
UConn and St. John's on deck too. Marquette does.
Man, I think I am going to take that Creighton to win the Big East at plus 600.
The Creighton one? Yeah.
The fact that Marquette's got those 2 on deck, too.
I'm probably going to do the Gonzaga one.
Go to Creighton and play as well, too. St. John's isn't a bad luck. I think Clark's got that one.
Anything can happen in the Big East tournament, for Christ's sake.
No, this would be the regular season.
Regular season? Gotcha.
So you got to do the scheduling. And there's definitely some long odds that are worth a sprinkle mid-season. Wow.
All right. So everyone's got everything out that they want.
Hell yeah, Z Paulson.
Oh, Huff, you
already went.
Never sweat, baby.
I'm sure you're good. I didn't know if you had any more futures or whatever you.
No, I'm good. Let's get the 24 winning days in January. Hottest month for me in quite some time. Let's keep it going. Let's get back. I'm pumped for it. We know Super Tuesdays are fun. Get your wings tomorrow. Eat like you would on a Sunday tomorrow. Get something just heinous, something that just something that you love. Your guilty pleasure of food, and eat that tomorrow over this great slate.
Yeah. Yep. Losing day today, but we will be back. I mean, last week 54, 33, and 2, and that's including a 12 and fucking 10 ugly Saturday night. So I mean, we're overall, we're starting to cook. It's getting great basketball games. We appreciate you guys tuning in for these streams. Definitely helps out not only us, but everyone else in here. You guys got angles and other shit that you drop. We appreciate it. You guys are the best. Even you, Z Paulson.
Even you, Z Paulson. No, it's not past my bedtime, but yeah, maybe I like sleeping. But.
You want to do a faves real quick? Send them out on a bang.
Sure, I got one. If you guys got one.
I hate yours.
You know what I'm doing.
Pitt -4.
Nope.
All right, what is it?
Seton Hall +4.
Okay.
Although you hate Pitt.
Yeah, do Seton Hall.
Okay. Okay, I'll do Seton Hall. But I haven't bet this yet because I'm going to wait to see where this number goes up. I think it's going to go up another half point. So full transparency, I haven't bet it yet, but I will be betting it. If I get a juiced 4 where it's like -115 or something or whatever, where it's going to drop down, I'll just grab the 4 there because I want as much points as I can. But I think they do win outright. So Seton Hall for me.
Go ahead, Elliot.
I don't know. You go first.
I wanted to see which one you liked.
Georgia
I want-
minus 7.5.
Okay. I'm gonna bet that one. I'll take. We don't need 2 7.5s. I'm just gonna take A&M. Let's go BYU. Come on. Let's go BYU. Cougar tails.
BYU, Georgia. These are on DraftKings and BYU. Plus 569 for those.
Nice.
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 All right. Appreciate you guys. We will see you guys back tomorrow. We'll figure out a time, either same time or earlier, kind of normal, 9:30 Central. Anywhere from 9 to 9:30 Central is my guess. Maybe a little later, depending on whatnot.
I think tomorrow could be a little earlier. Actually, we wanted if I could do it earlier, like 10:30. So.
Yeah, I'm free all the time. It is a bigger slate. It's
That's why I
52
figured.
games, but I mean, a lot of these bottom basement dwellers are not great games. So,
But they're good games to bet on and make some money, though. I like this. Wednesday, I was on fire last Wednesday. So, we're with you on that.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 10. Let's go. Let's shoot for 10:15 Eastern. Sound good? Can you guys do that?
Sounds good.
Early show tomorrow for the 52 game slate. We're gonna chop up some good mid majors.
Absolutely.
Good big games too. Houston,
Yep.
West Virginia.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be an interesting one. It's in West Virginia, correct? Or Houston?
It's in Morgantown.
Ooh, weird travel spot. Angie, we'll get to it tomorrow. Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Wisconsin at
All right.
Maryland too.
Okay, that's an easy one. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you all in the chat. There's a bunch of you, so we appreciate you. Like, subscribe, follow the tweeters, and we'll be back tomorrow.
And we just banged a half court shot to for all of us to win our bets too. So that was an exciting episode to close it out.
Mhm. If you weren't in the chat, that wouldn't have happened. So
There you go. Upper.
Yeah. You guys willed it here. Save the night.
see you guys. Toodles.